3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end.
Alert, alert, alert.
Here's Wilson to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Play action. It's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Now, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Friday.
Now it's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
58, come on. 58, come on. Watch the screen.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Check 4.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. On 1st down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A 1st down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
One left. Left pass.
Now Rashad Penny. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Myers' kick is good. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So who saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Motion out of the backfield.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's got some space here. There goes Melvin Gordon. 20, 10, touchdown LA. Melvin Gordon, 70 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
It's now 2nd and 10.
2 seconds to go, first quarter.
He's checking. Crash.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Let's go, D.
Ankle. Check.
Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram, his 2nd sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Check 99.
Fair.
To throw on third down. Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Melvin Ingram in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
89.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Jack, green 80. Black 15. You better bring. Hey, 79. 79 black.
To throw, Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Switching gears for a second, Charles. This last week has not been kind to quarterbacks who are toward the end of their career. You think about Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, both with injuries, and then Eli Manning, he's heading to the bench.
Maybe we look at it as a collective passing of the torch. Not in a way that anyone really wants when you talk about Brees and Roethlisberger due to injury, although I expect Brees to be back before this season is over and play. Eli, it'll be interesting to see what happens with him. Will he accept that role as the number 2? Will someone else in the league want Eli Manning to quarterback for them? But overall, think about who's still left out there. The Tom Brady's of the world. We're seeing a lot of his guys maybe start to transition.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll run with Penny. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They run it here with Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Rivers. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Cluster.
Rivers now. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. Now Rivers on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. CD, we want to remind folks, in honor of its 100th season, the NFL is encouraging fans to join players, teams, and the NFL family in a year-long volunteer initiative called Huddle for 100. Choose a cause, volunteer 100 minutes of your time, and help shape what your community will look like for the next 100 years. Visit NFL.com/huddle for 100 to track your minutes and get rewarded. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
14, got it. Hey, easy. Touch.
Throwing again. Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
390, white.
Hey. Check.
Now Gordon on 1st down. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Too quick. Watch out. 58 to Mike, 58. Roll. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. Heavy?
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to fire this thing deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that one results in 35 yards.
First down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 16-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Wilson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Rivers. Throw to the right here to Gordon. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Load it! Load it! Hey, Delta! Mike 50!
On 3rd down, Rivers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. While we have a second, wanted to check in on how the first-year head coaches are doing, because week one was not very kind to them. They went 1-6-1. Matt LaFleur was the only winner. But week two, not a ton better, Charles. They were 3-5.
And really not a surprise. And remember, Freddie Kitchens and Adam Gase squared off on Monday night with Freddie Kitchens and the Browns getting the victory.
And that's caught inside the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Good. Round 80.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Gordon. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
180. Hey, bro, 80. Alpha. Wait, 89.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Penny. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Touch 50, touch 50.
He's coming, double up. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, watch twist.
Good touch.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
14.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Joey Bosa in on the stop.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now Wilson on third down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Black 11! Hey, easy, easy.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, Echo.
Rivers on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Rivers to throw it. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to check.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing is Wilson. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
190.
Throwing here, Rivers. Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Rivers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Rivers to throw for it on fourth. Hunter Henry brings it in. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their